Alright, what's up guys? Today's video we're going to be going over doing the mounting for our ECU and our EMU and all the other fun stuff that's going on here. And we got Coffee Joe behind the camera today. Give him a shout out. It's his first video. Joel is going to do DMCC in Canada and going to be drifting. Chris is on a quick little vacation for his birthday. So I'm here by myself with Mimi underneath the thing and Coffee Joe in the house. So I did this while Coffee was doing something else. Basically want to block off where the passenger section is right there, where the firewall is. It's a great spot to put your ECU and engine management stuff. So I already made it out of cardboard and then made it out of aluminum, and it clicks right into there. And it's nice and neat. And we're going to weld tabs on to the chassis to hold this in place, and then as well we're going to bead roll it. And we're going to do a little bit extra sauce on it. Because Duarte's like, oh, that's pretty cool, but is anybody going to be able to kick it? Well, not when we're done. So Chris showed me an idea. I told him I wanted to integrate some type of plexiglass into the face of this to kind of dress it up, make it look cool. So I came up with an idea to cut it out like this. So we're going to have the Drift HQ logo. We're going to cut this whole section out to go around everything. Well, actually this part, don't mind this line. Actually drop this down farther for the EGT box that has to go in here from Haltech. So I can take and I'll cut this out, and then I'll cut out a little smaller section right here, and we're going to etch this in Drift HQ, and then going to have Chris do some sweet LED lights to backlight it to make it cool and make it pop, and then also allow for you not to be able to kick it. So what we're going to do is we're going to weld on pedestals from the corners of it, and probably to here and there, just so if someone hits it with their foot, it won't push in and hit any of the electronics, because they're very sensitive. You also don't want to block them off, because if they get too much heat to them, they will shut down. So we're going to extend this up probably about 2.5 inches off of the plate. That way the ECU has plenty of room to breathe, so there'll be air going through there and whatnot, and it won't overheat this. So, and I also am keeping it a couple inches off of the firewall so no heat can transfer to the back of this plate. And I might even insulate the back of it if we're being honest, because better safe than sorry. So what I'm doing right now is I'm checking to make sure that I have enough clearance before I start my bead roll. Because the last thing you want to do is get 3/4 of the way through and it hit there and you can't get to it. So I always take and I'll trace my steps with it. You know, so I'll run through, I'm having it dent down, so I'm going to go around, I'm going to follow my whole path to make sure that nothing gets in the way. So this is where we're going to start getting close to stuff. And I still have 3 inches there. Yep. 2 inches there. So yeah, we're gonna make it all the way around, so we're good. Do that before you bead roll. It'll save you a lot of time and effort. And then if you screw it up, you have to cut a whole new one, and it's not fun. First time filming us and first time fabricating all in one, and I'm making them do it all in one shot. Thanks for coming out, Coffee.
Of course.
Couldn't do this without you. So as you can tell, this has a little bit of warpy warp to it. So the trick to getting rid of that is give yourself a little bit extra meat on the bone. And if you do that, you can take and break it here and then break it here, and it'll actually even it back out. So you add a little bit of flex to it and it'll straighten it out. All right, so we have reinforced the back of this, and I also didn't want to put a bunch of bolt holes through this besides the ones that are going to hold on the can hub, ECU, and whatever the hell it is, PMU. So I want to be able to bolt to the back of this plate, so I made a little frame for it that'll hold it up into place, and then I'll build my brackets off of this. So the only hardware that'll be on here will be the stuff holding in the actual stuff, and then also these guys are going over top of it like so, and I'm going to take, and I taped everything off front to back so it doesn't get all dirty. Now I'm going to take it to the sandblaster, and I'm just going to etch this, just a quick light with the sandblaster, and it just eats it up, and it just adds a little bit of pop, a little finesse, you know, a little sauce on top. So it'll still be able to read everything inside of here, what each thing is. You'll be able to see the lights, make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to, but it'll have a little bit of extra to it. And then when I get one of the boys to set me up the printer, I'm gonna print a sticker on this one, and I'm gonna do a reverse, sandblast it, and then peel the sticker off, and it'll have the Drift HQ logo, which is right here, and I'll have a little mount, 2 tabs coming up to mount that. So the next thing I'm going to do is build my tabs. I'm going to make sure that they're all cut the same length, and then I'm going to do my little pedestals for this, weld those on, and then we'll go from there to mounting this. And then once everything is in, you know, I can already pre-mount this stuff. The link is really easy. It has a little snap-in thing. So all I do is I set the thing on there, drill it, bolt it down, and then click it into place, and it's good to go. You don't have to do anything. So the only other thing will be drilling the holes for the can hub, and then we're going to dimple die it, the hole, and then pass through the connector through the dimple die. So it's going to look really clean. All the wires are going to be tucked. I want it to look good. You know, not every show car is a race car, but every race car is a show car. So you might as well make it a show car. You'll love to see it. So I have aluminum rod, but it's solid rod, and I wanted some tubing. So I was able to go pillage this from Adam's scrap pile. They're all out of town. I don't think they'll miss it. I mean, it had a bunch of dust in it. So I'm just gonna steal this, you know, 2 feet, and chop it up and make my little pillars. And they're the perfect size for an M6 nutsert to fit right in there. And it's thin, which allows me to weld it to the thin aluminum sheet that I use and not have to worry about it warping while I'm trying to heat up one metal that's a lot thicker than the other. This is a little bit thicker wall than the sheet, but not by much. So it should be able to weld to it very easily without warping and still look really good. And the nutsert fits in it perfect. Into place, everything's all set. All I have to do is make some mounting points for it to hold it up where I want it to level, and you know, add the ECU and all the other goodies to it. But it turned out pretty sick. What do you guys think? Made it multi-layered, you know, so it's not all the way tight, and I still have to do a little, you know, clean up. This is gonna get etched with sandblast all the way around, then this will get the Drift HQ thing, and then I'll peel all the tape off, obviously, so you can see through. Where the tape is will be nice and clear, this will all be etched, and then this will have the Drift HQ, and then you can see underneath I have everything labeled. Nice little pedestals all welded all around. You know, it's just that little extra, you know, difference between ordinary and extraordinary, it's just that little extra. Yeah, I'm a fan. Don't kick my shit. If you ever go for a ride in this, remember this video. Don't kick my shit. Man, that looks good. gonna look even better when we get the rest of it mounted in there and then dive the wires into the metal and make it look all real nice and clean like. But what do you guys think? Let me know. This is what I did today. Designed and executed. Ben, come look at how cool this looks.
Let's take a look. Damn! This is for El Jefe?
El Jefe.
Man, you guys just step up the boundaries every time, huh?
You have to, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Hey guys, Ben with Drift HQ, and I'm here today to tell you guys that we got fresh Winters restock in the warehouse. We have anything between LSDs and spools, so grab them while you can.
Hey guys, just wanted to pause the video right there. Joel here in Canada. I wanted to tell Joey and Cricket you guys are doing a great job. Video's looking awesome. I wanted to give a big shout out to the DNA boys that were helping me out, as well as Innovato. These guys have a huge heart. They helped us out at the LZ World Tour, helped me out tremendously throughout the MCC competition. Just wanted to show them off. They've been a longtime supporter. They've seen us grow from very small shop to what we are now. It all starts here. Alright guys, so this is Ryan.
Nice to meet you, and hey Chris and Cricket, we're you know, the other side of the world where you guys should be. So it was a pleasure helping you guys this weekend. We can't believe that we were able to get the car out and through Tack and all the other stuff that needed to be done. It was a very last minute thing and pays to have parts in stock. So
these guys literally brought me a hood, a bumper, changed parts for me on track. They got a full-fledged shop. They be fixing cars, doing maintenance.
Everything A to Z, and build drift cars.
They had a car in JDM Fest.
Yeah, we brought 4 cars. One blew up after, you know, a short form build.
Yeah, you
but
can never be too sure about the BMW engines.
No,
But
things happen.
But the LS car,
yeah,
you guys were able to podium.
Yeah, we built it for JDM Fest, and then for DMCC, it passed Tech, and then it podiumed 3rd place.
3rd place.
Yeah, you know, got to do the meme.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, thank you again,
No
bro.
problem.
Super awesome guys. They have a great shop. They have a great team. They build sweet cars. If you're ever in Canada, check them out.
All right, so Connor got to learn how to TIG weld on tube steel, DOM, mild steel plate, and we're about to take off. It is Friday. Very excited about that. We had a great week with you guys. So I ended him with stainless, and he actually got some pretty good color in there. He got decent bead going along here. He trailed off there at the end. You know, he got a little hot, but tends to happen. It's really thin. It's like 16 gauge. Yeah, 16 gauge stainless. So did really good. As you saw, we got the plate in and the sweet little plexiglass cover for the ECU and engine management stuff done on the car. Really excited that we actually are working on the F30 again. Got a lot of stuff coming in. I got a lot of good votes on the weight. I'm not allowed to drop it, but I have someone that's within a few pounds. So good on you. Everyone keep guessing. I'll take this video too, so I'll see who gets it right out of the 2 videos on the, not the finished weight. We know what the finished weight's gonna be. I want you guys to guess what the actual weight of the current weight of the car is. So if you can guess that, I have a lot of guesses that are for that, but then I have other people saying that they wanna, this is what the target weight's gonna end up being, which we're gonna make it whatever we want to at the end, whether we have to cut out more or add in weight and ballast weight if we need to. So let us know what that is. And I'm gonna do the 4th of July shirts because everyone decided that they like the 4th of July shirt. So the top 3 winners will get a 4th of July shirt in their size. Also, let us know what you want to see next after this bad boy's done. Because someone said, what was it? I like the Jiminy name. Somebody was naming, they're also naming the car. Jiminy was funny because of Cricket. They put Chris and Cricket together, so they called it Jiminy, which is pretty funny. So keep the names coming in too. I like a lot of those as well. And let us know what you want to see after this car. So it's, the next one hopefully is, you know, something changed up, not a 2JZ. You know, it could be a BMW, just, you know. Let us know what engine we should put in a car. You know, maybe we should put a BMW engine in a BMW. What do you think?
For once.
Maybe, I don't know. What's a good BMW motor to put in a car nowadays? Let me know. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah.
You almost got hit in the ball.
Almost. That was